That's when it gets embarrassing, you know. Busquets milking it big time. There's no contact on his head at all, and he throws himself to the ground.
Well, he does like to shape himself up as a football hardman, Sergio Busquets. He dishes out the challenges, but he's not very good at taking any pain, is he?
You can't be a football hardman when you could do things like that. That's embarrassing for me.
The triple step over tells you it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ramos to Xabi Alonso. Pedro. Dani Alves. Lionel Messi. PK.
In terms of nullifying Barcelona to a certain extent, but from a creative point of view, they've not done anything.
This is Di Maria. Stopped by Alves. Messi. Past Alonso. Past Marcelo, but just enough of a touch to unbalance him now. Well, Messi's gone down. Just wondering whether he ran into Xabi Alonso there, who's pleading his innocence.
I think it was accidentally. He might have been caught when he was falling over by a stray foot. It wasn't a foul. He's loses balancing just here. Looks like the leg of Xavi. It was accidental. And you can see what Jose thinks of it.
I suppose he has got tree trunk legs, hasn't he, Xabi Alonso? If you run into one, it does hurt. What do we got? 3.5 minutes of regulation time to break. Pep Guardiola and Jose Mourinho in their minds will be reciting their half-time lecture. I would imagine, Joey, that both will be telling their players to stick to the same plan. It's worked out pretty much as both predicted.
Absolutely, but I think the onus is on Jose Mourinho to change it. He has to add more creativity into the middle of the park. It's quite negative at the moment, and as I say, they have the onus on them to win the match.
Messi. Alves. Guardiola. Screaming orders from the edge of the technical area. Can he raise the tempo of his team? It's over the top of Messi. Pedro giving chase, and Marcelo wisely knocks it high into the stand.
Some interchange of play from Barcelona was good, but the final ball from Messi was poor. And the weight of the pass was too much.
Xavi. Now PK. Just a couple of minutes remaining in the first half. Psychologically a massive time to score. Messi for one shakes off Pepe. Little 1-2. Excellent football this. Messi on the blind side. Brilliant save by Iker Casillas.
Well, that's the move of the match.
Great imagination from Messi.
That is the move of the match. What a fabulous piece of play. Just exploded. Lovely 1-2s and a shot at the end of it. We'll get a chance to see this quality again. Lovely little 1-2 flick from David Villa. He gets it out from his feet. That's a great save from Casillas. It's a good height. Pepe and Sergio Ramos, they're all converging on him.
It tells you something of the magnitude of the match when the world's best player is kept out of the world's best goalkeeper, the man who lifted the World Cup last summer.
A lot of quality on the park, but that's the first moment of magic, real magic, that we've seen. And it's taken over 40 minutes for that.
That's the beauty of the cast list out there tonight. Something like that could happen at any second. Ramos to Pepe. Khedira. Never scored for Real Madrid. Be a great time to get off the mark, wouldn't it? Shadowed by Piqué. Just making sure that nothing comes from that. This will be the final act of the first half.
You're right, Rob. Sami Khedira is the only outfield player who hasn't scored a goal this season.
Nobody inside the stadium, heading to get a half-time cuppa early. Hope in the hearts of the Real Madrid supporters inside the Bernabeu. Mourinho allows most of those in white shirts to enter the penalty area. Right across the six again. Ramos gets the header on there. 2 men at the far post, brilliantly cleared off the line. Rail pleading with the referee's assistant, but it hadn't crossed the line.
I actually think this is their best chance to score, you know, from set plays. And there's a player down injured at the far post. I think it's... Is it Puyol? No, it's not Puyol. Well, you can see it's Dani Alves. Far post, Sergio Ramos up above everybody, heads it back in, and this one's taken off the line by Adriano. Great defending. Great
good block by Adriano. Got the ball off the line and then collided with the post. We're into a single minute of time added to the first half. It's a Barcelona counter-attack. It's 3-on-2 here if Messi can make the right pass. Now David Villa. Pedro's joined in. Messi's at the far post. It comes to nothing, and the Real Madrid supporters are rather unhappy that they have a player down in the opposing half in Di Maria.
That was disappointing from that final pass, I have to say. Expected David Villa to come inside and have a strike at goal. But he's a bit short of confidence, isn't he?
Well, the half-time whistle goes, and it's... Second half kicks off. Real Madrid, as the game has progressed, have slowly entered the equation. Absorbing tactics early on, frustrating tactics early on. But it's been strength, maybe strong-arm tactics, would some would say, from Jose Mourinho and his players.
Yeah, but he will point to the fact that they've contained Barcelona fairly well, I would have to say. And this man on the ball, Pepe's done really well in the middle of the park. He's broken up a lot of attacks. But as I say, it's a different type of a game. They need to win this match. They've got to put more emphasis on attack.
Also noticeably, straight from the kickoff, that Real Madrid immediately threw three players into attack, almost as if Mourinho is trying to show in, but he's going to change his tack in the second half.
Well, maybe the pep talk will have pepped them up, but you know, as they close down, you know, they do it in ones, Rob. You know, Khedira's closing down now, but no one's actually pressing Puyol, who's the player who's going to receive the ball. They've got to do it as a unit in twos and threes, and I don't think they do that well, Real Madrid.
Mourinho, of course, went 150 games without a home league defeat, stretching back to 2002 until Sporting Gijón came to town in the last home game, so he has to start that kind of run all over again.
Yeah, and that was quite a negative lineup in that match. If you remember the midfield, there was no Xavi Alonso. It was Khedira, Lassana Diarra and Granero, and I was a bit disappointed that they weren't more offensive in that match. And, you know, 0-0 is not the sort of result I think the home fans are looking for. But has Jose got something up his sleeve? That's the question.
Barcelona have to show a large degree of patience. Iniesta to Xavi. Iniesta continues the run. Ramos comes in with a fine clattering challenge just this side of the league. Alonso. Di Maria has been a bit part player, easily won by Alves. Di Maria tries to win the ball back. Tackling isn't one of his strengths. He has many strengths, but tackling's not on that list.
No, I have to agree. And there's Ozil warming up. I'd love to see him coming on, and he is a creative player. That's what they need. But will he bring one of those central midfield players off, or will he take off Di Maria?
Piqué. Marcelo has to do a sweeping job. It's PK again, who, as the game has gone on, has played a more advanced role. Allowed to come out of defence by Pep Guardiola. Now Pedro digs in and then loses the ball as it's placed by Pepe.
That's a comedy of errors, isn't it?
Free kick taken very quickly. It's Cristiano Ronaldo against the whole back four. His legs gave way there. Barcelona suspected that he just slipped on the lush surface.
That's a soft one.
It's a wink from Ronaldo, then referee got it right. We've seen that before.
Yeah, have a look here. He just falls over. I don't think that's a free kick at all, but he'll take it.
There may have been a linking of arms.
Good position though for get a strike. It's pretty central, 2 or 3 meters outside the D. And Ronaldo wants to hit this one. Could it be a set play that breaks the deadlock? As Sergio Ramos limps back onto the park after a bit of treatment.
I dare say that is the ideal position on the field for Cristiano Ronaldo. Free kick.
It's a 5
slightly off centre, maybe.
Again, tactically, you have to say they've had 2 free kicks and they've hit the target both times. That was so close. Shake of the head from Ronaldo. Over the wall, hits the post. As I said earlier, Rob, maybe their best chance of breaking the deadlock is from a free kick. Corner kick. And header from Ronaldo cleared off the line by Adriano in the first half.
Supporters get behind their team vociferously. They've sat and stirred in the first half. Watched Jose Mourinho play a tight defensive style of football. Free telling Barcelona to continue. David Villa is claiming that he'd been raked down the Achilles. Great turn from Xavi. Pedro. Iniesta leaves it to his captain Puyol. Now Piqué. Has to go backwards to go forwards through Valdez.
But Benzema's closing 3 Barcelona players down on his own now. Is this a chance for Villa?
Oh, Villa comes across. There's David Villa, whose legs give way in the penalty area.
Penalty.
It is. And a red card.
Well, what a momentous decision this is, Rob. He was last defender. It's Albiol, Raul Albiol, the centre-back, who's being sent off.
Well, Mourinho did forecast that his team would have to play with 10 men tonight. And his prediction has come true. First of all, there was a shout for a handball, and then he wrapped his arms around David Villa.
Yeah. You can't deny what you can see. He has grabbed him with both hands around the neck and pulled him to the ground. It looked like a handball before that. But he's off. They're down to 10 men, and Messi has the chance to put Barcelona in front.
And Messi's having to deal with a laser in his eyes at the moment. I don't think that will affect him. Lionel Messi has never scored against a Jose Mourinho side. A big moment for him. That's his 49th goal of the season beckon. It's Lionel Messi. It's 1-0 to Barcelona. That is one massive stride to securing the title. And Mourinho's premonition that his team would have a player sent off has come true.
Change tactics and go a little bit more positive. I know Mesut Ozil was warming up, but I think they have to really go positive. There's no point in losing 1-0. Barcelona's played most of the attacking football. I do feel Real Madrid's been quite negative, and now things are going to change. 1-0, great penalty kick from Messi. He's also broken another record, hasn't he, as well, Messi? Di Stefanos. He was level with him on 48 goals, which is a record for the season for a Spanish player.
Now on 49 before the evening's out. He could become the first man to get to 50 goals. Xavi. There's a spring in the step now, Barcelona, but Pepe leads the charge. Mourinho had prepared for this. It's Di Maria. Bothered by Alves, stopped by Puyol, and of course the Royal supporters are going to claim that every tackle is a foul now. Alves. Xavi. Lionel Messi. Iniesta, Barcelona really enjoying the extra space. Means, of course, that Pepe, one would imagine, has to drop into the central defensive role.
Well, I'm just watching Emmanuel Adebayor down below warming up, Rob, so it's going to be a positive change, hopefully, from Jose Mourinho, as Seydou Keita is already stripped off and ready to come on. Now, does that mean Busquets moves in the centre half? Oh, he's onside, was he?
He's offside, David Villa.
He might put Busquets in at centre half and take Puyol off. I don't know what Pep Guardiola's thinking, but he's definitely bringing Seydou Keita on.
Pepe hitting it long. Suspicion of handball as it rolls down the chest of Cristiano Ronaldo. Alonso. Good fall over. Iniesta inside to Lionel Messi. Messi to Villa. Pepe with a very fair shoulder charge.
Such a good athlete, isn't he, Pepe? He wanted to make that his.
Ozil is going to come on for Real Madrid. Both coaches decide 10 minutes gone in the second half that it's time for change. You can see that Carlos Puyol is moving rather gingerly in the Barcelona defence. He does look like prime candidate to take him off. Here is Messi. No point aggravating an injury that has kept him out for 17 games, Jerry.
Yes, absolutely, and he's played a good half, and he might feature later on in the other epic battles coming up in the next 2.5, 3 weeks.
Xavi. Alves. Plenty of runners. One of those is Pedro. Good step over from Pedro, but Marcelo clears the ball to Di Maria. Di Maria stopped by Busquets. To Pedro.